This is the all-new 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan. This one's the SEL R-Line 4Motion. It's a compact SUV with a fresh face, new tech, and finally, a premium feeling interior. If you haven't looked at a Tiguan in years, trust me, it's time to look again. I last reviewed the Tiguan, and let's just say it was good, but not great. Now, Volkswagen brought their A game. I'm talking sharp looks, a serious upgraded interior, a ton of useful tech, and just enough turbo power to keep things fun. Let's break it all down from the trims to the tailgate. I'm Adam, this is TexasGarage. Let's get into it. The 2025 Tiguan is offered in 4 trims, the base S, the SE, and the SE R-Line Black, and this, the top tier, the SEL R-Line. Every trim comes with Volkswagen's updated turbocharged engine. We'll talk about later. Depending on your trim, you can opt for front wheel drive or 4Motion all-wheel drive, but this SEL R-Line, that one's only in all-wheel drive and fully loaded. Let's jump into the exterior design. The 2025 Tiguan is all new and it wears its redesign with confidence. This is the 3rd generation of Tiguan. It's not a mild refresh. It's a full overhaul that brings sharper lines, a wider stance, and a far more premium curb presence. Where past Tiguans looked pleasant but forgettable, this one turns heads. The new proportions feel just right, giving a compact yet substantial vibe that fits in well whether you're parked downtown or in a suburban driveway. Up front, Volkswagen's new illuminated logo and light bar make an immediate impression, especially at night. The hood is flatter, the grille is wider, and the LED lighting more sculpted. It's modern without trying too hard. Around back, the new rear light bar spans the hatch, tying into the redesigned Volkswagen badge that lights up. A small touch, but one that elevates the whole look. It feels more Audi than budget compact crossover. Opting for the SEL R-Line, like the one I'm driving, dials everything up a notch. You get unique R-Line badging, sporty chrome accents, a gloss black lower fascia, and larger 20-inch alloy wheels that fill out the arches nicely. The R-Line also adds a subtle roof spoiler and blacked out trim around the windows and grille, giving it a performance line aesthetic without going overboard. It's athletic, clean, and upscale all at once. Exactly what Volkswagen needed to do to stay competitive with the crowded segment. Moving around back, this Tiguan keeps practicality front and center with a 2-row layout and a hands-free power liftgate included on the SEL R-Line. Behind the second row, there's 26.5 cubic feet of cargo space. Plenty for groceries, strollers or baby stuff, weekend gear, a grab bag for doing a video review, whatever you need. Fold those rear seats down and you'll unlock a maximum of 58.9 cubic feet, creating a surprisingly spacious load floor for long road trips or bulky items. That versatility makes it a solid choice for both daily errands and family pack drives. Classic Tiguan utility, now in a sleeker package. Looking at the rear seats, there is plenty of room back there. I'm 6'1", a bit of a bigger guy. I fit fine. Have plenty of headroom even with this moonroof. And we had kids back there, 3 wide, no problem. Now moving around and popping the hood, let's take a look at that 2-liter turbocharged engine. All trims come with the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And of course here we have Volkswagen's 4Motion all-wheel drive system. This engine produces 201 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque a modest bump from the previous generation's 184 horsepower. While those numbers won't set your heart racing, they're more than adequate for daily driving. And Volkswagen has tuned the throttle and transmission to prioritize smoothness over aggression. We'll talk more about that as we take this thing out on the road here in a few. But first, let's go ahead and jump inside and take a look at the interior. Step inside this new Tiguan, especially this SEL R-Line, and it's immediately clear this isn't the interior Volkswagen used to phone in. My tester finished in this gray and black leather with white contrast stitching, wood grain, black translucent plastic that lets LED lighting shine through. Feels a bit like a near luxury compact SUV. You get heated and ventilated front seats with 10-point massaging, a heated rear bench, 3-zone climate control, and a 15-inch infotainment display that dominates the dash. It's almost too big. Volkswagen's Digital Cockpit Pro and head-up display round out a high-tech, high-comfort cabin that finally feels worthy of the price tag. Let's take a better look around. All right, let's first kick it on. Your start-stop button is down here on the console, not up on here or on the steering wheel or anything. So you push and obviously the vehicle comes to life. And of course, we have the large, very large center display. And the UX on this thing is really nice. You've got a lot of features. Now, I will say you can customize these screens, but there's not actually a ton of customization on here. There are a few things that I wanted to put on a quick button that I couldn't get. Mainly the cameras. There's no quick option to turn on the cameras without putting it into reverse. At least with all the time that I've spent digging through it. You can go to the parking menu, which you have to push here, then go to parking, and then hit the camera button there. So it's a couple of buttons away, but it's not immediate. But this will illustrate the full 360 camera that you have. You can put it into reverse and get the backup camera, obviously. And everything is really nice here. Nice sharp image, easy to get into a parking spot. You can pull down for more quick options. The sound system in here sounds really good. It is a Harman Kardon sound system. You can see those Harman Kardon speakers. You can go between dark and light modes, which is nice. But there's a ton to dig into for your AC and heat controls. You've got your climate and everything right here. So you can pull up a full climate page, or as you click them, there are like overlays over the rest of everything else that will pop up. You can turn on your heated or cooled seats here, and you can set up your massaging for driver and front passenger, which again, for the price range, is a great option. Moving along, you can see some of the wood trim behind this screen that comes around. This right here is kind of a translucent plastic, and you can see some of the, maybe you can see some of the dots in there, but those will shine through at nighttime with ambient lighting that looks really cool. Also, if you turn your like hazards on, everything inside blinks orange or amber, which is really nice looking. That button for your hazard lights is here. Coming down, you have your console with your cup holders, a little slot here, which is great for just throwing your phone in. Here again is your start-stop button, your electronic parking brake, and then a volume controller. But if you tap it in, it also becomes your terrain select button. And you can see it switches down here, but you also get indications up here on what mode you're switching it into. A little bit further back, you can see we have two USB Type-C charging ports down here. a nice big cubby, and then there's this little flap here, and that you can slide your phone into, and it will start wirelessly charging your phone. It holds your phone in there pretty tightly, and hopefully it won't scratch your screen while being in there. Armrest is nice and padded. It slides forward and back a bit, and you can lift it up, and there's a bit of a cubby back here, but not like an enclosed console. Steering wheel is nice. It's thick, has nice grips here for your hands, a bit of a flat bottom. You can see the R logo in there for the R-Line. You can also see your different control buttons, things that you might expect from kind of any steering wheel these days. Back behind the steering wheel, this stock is your transmission selector, your gear select. So twist it forward, you're in drive. Again, you're in S or S1. All the way back, you're in reverse. And again, your backup camera comes on automatically. And then push in on the side and it goes into park. And then we can talk about this driver information display. It's nice, bright, easy to see, easy to read. And you can thumb through different screens, different settings of things that you want to see. So you have several different ways to display what's going on here. And that's fantastic. You also have a head-up display, which is nice and bright and easy to read. Gives you a lot of different information while you're driving. And definitely another premium feature that comes in this thing that you wouldn't even expect, but looks really nice. Finally, we have a full moonroof, panoramic moonroof, and you can slide back here. That will open it all the way up. Nice luxury feature, again, for this compact crossover. But with that, I think it's time to get this thing out on the road, so let's hit it. Let's take a quick pause from the review so I can chat to you about some earbuds. While I'm filming these reviews, I like to catch up on podcasts or just vibe out to some music. So you'll often see me in a lot of shots, especially B-roll shots, with an earbud in my ear. Well, this week I'm trying out these new Tozo T10 earbuds. And while I probably won't be trading in my Apple AirPods for these, they're pretty good for the price. They're lightweight, waterproof, have a crazy 55-hour battery life with the case, and even let you tweak the sound with their app. If you want to check them out, I've got a link down in the description. If you want more info, check it out down in the description. Back to the review. So getting this 2025 Tiguan on the road, especially this R-Line trim, it's not trying to be the most sporty crossover in its class, but it doesn't have to. What it offers instead is a well-sorted, balanced drive that feels more refined than ever, built on the updated MQB Evo platform. The Tiguan benefits from a stiffer chassis and improved suspension tuning that translates to smoother ride quality. Even with the R-Line's larger 20-inch wheels, it soaks up rough pavement with confidence and stays composed through corners without feeling floaty or disconnected. Steering is light but accurate, and the 4Motion all-wheel drive system gives you a planted, sure-footed feel whether you're navigating in a rain-slicked road or just making a tight U-turn in a parking lot. The standard drive mode selector lets you toggle between eco, normal, sport, and custom modes. And for all-wheel drive equipped models like mine, you also get snow and off-road settings. These modes adjust throttle response, steering feel, and all-wheel drive behavior to suit your terrain or driving mood. Acceleration is respectable, especially once you get into the mid-range, but it doesn't feel particularly eager off the line. There is a bit of turbo lag, and the engine can sound a little strained when pushed, especially in sport mode. Still, for most commuters and families, this won't be a deal breaker. On the highway, it cruises confidently With quiet refinement and around town, the torque helps keep it light on its feet. Fuel economy comes in at an EPA estimated 25 miles per gallon combined, 22 city, 30 highway, which is competitive for the compact crossover class, especially with standard all-wheel drive on the SEL R trim. Where the Tiguan really steps up for 2025 is its suite of driver assist technology, branded as IQ Drive. This includes travel assist, Volkswagen's semi-automated driving aid that combines adaptive cruise control and lane centering. It works well on the highway, offering smooth, consistent control without overly aggressive nudging that some systems exhibit, but it's nowhere near the capabilities of something like Chevy's Super Cruise or Tesla's full self-driving. Other standout features include front assist, lane assist, blind spot monitoring, rear traffic alert, dynamic road sign display, and emergency assist, which can stop the car and call for help if it detects an unresponsive driver. Although the Tiguan drives with a level of calm, quiet confidence that suits its upscale ambitions, it's not quick or flashy, but it's capable, composed, and equipped to take the edge off your daily commute. With all of that out of the way, let's quickly talk about the pricing of the 2025 Tiguan, because I think this is one of the things that really shocked me when I first got in here and looked at what you have and then looked at the price point of this, the top of the line. So the Tiguan S starts at $29,495 for the front-wheel drive, or $30,995 for the all-wheel drive. Now that doesn't include the destination charge, which you have to pay on any vehicle. And again, this one that I'm sitting in here, that's the SEL R-Line, has a full MSRP, including destination, of $41,180. That's just over $41,000 for the fully spec'd out, fully luxury leather, massaging heated seats, the full shebang, which I think is really good. If you're comparing it to other compact crossovers, you can look at something like the Toyota RAV4 that does have an XLE Premium or limited trim. Obviously, Toyota is known for its reliability and resale value. It offers available all-wheel drive, but you also get hybrid or plug-in hybrid options. The tech and interior is not as upscale as what I'm sitting in here, but more efficient overall, and it's gotten better over the years. You could also check out the Honda CR-V, which I did drive recently and really enjoyed it. I thought it was the best Honda, especially CR-V, that I've driven in a long time. It's smooth, has a refined ride, with great fuel economy, a spacious interior, class-leading cargo capacity. They have the hybrid trims offered with more power than the base models. A really good vehicle that you should definitely go check out my review on that if you're interested. And then the two vehicles that were basically my top pick for this segment before really driving this, which would be the Mazda CX-5, or more importantly, the Mazda CX-50. And of course, those come in turbo premium trim levels, arguably the best driving dynamics in the class, a really premium feeling interior, though smaller inside than this Tiguan. It lacks some of Volkswagen's advanced driver assist features, unless fully loaded, but it's no slouch. Really a great one, also worth looking at, but I think this is really in the running now. Let me jump out and I'll give you some of my final thoughts. So I think that the 2025 Tiguan definitely proves that Volkswagen is finally taking the compact SUV segment seriously, and it shows. With a dramatically improved interior, bold new styling, a solid turbocharged powertrain, and a full suite of advanced driver assistant features. This Tiguan isn't just a refresh, it's a real contender. It might not be the quickest in the class, but it delivers a refined, comfortable driving experience, and packs a surprising amount of luxury and tech for the price. If you're shopping in the compact SUV space, this is one that absolutely deserves a spot on your radar. With that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Tiguan, all new for 2025. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We do a different review every week. Lots of great content out there. Also, check out TXGarage.com, where we've got a lot of written reviews as well as event and news coverage from a lot of great authors out there, not just myself. Really worth checking out TXGarage.com. With that, that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching.